just made it to the beach. So essentially, to kick off my transition to being a fully raw vegan, I am doing a 21-day fruit feast, and with that I will only be eating fresh fruit, mostly high water content fruit and like high fiber fruits that I find here in Thailand, where I'll be recording videos each day documenting what I eat in a day as a raw vegan. I also will be drinking my herbal teas to help cleanse my body out as I continue on the journey, drinking coconut water, regular water, hot warm lime water early in the mornings, and making smoothies. And I will document, take pictures and videos of all of my meals, because it's an important part of this process, and I'll also be blogging about this. For you, if you are watching this video and you don't know, I'm also coming out with a YONI wellness guide. It is now available for pre-order. So if you are interested in like really connecting with your womb and really healing your womb, and like, you know, if you suffer from, you know, severe PMS symptoms, infertility, fibroids, or things of that nature, or any other vaginal health issues that you really want to hone in on and find a way to naturally heal and move forward with, so you can truly have a real, genuine, honest, loving, caring relationship with your yoni, then this guide is for you. I'll have it linked down below, so when you have a chance, definitely look into it and see if it's a fit for you and what you're doing on your own wellness journey. Thanks for watching this video. Okay, when I began to make the transition into a vegan, I was 19 years old. I was in college, living in Atlanta, Georgia, attending Spelman, and I discovered Cecilia's Raw Reality in the West End. It is a raw vegan restaurant, and she's like the owner, Cecilia Maat. She specializes in like punani wraps, mandingo wraps. They're basically her special recipe of spicy kale wraps, which are divine, delicious, and they truly cleanse out your body. And they have a lot of raw vegan dishes that you can have as meals as well, in addition to the kale salads and the kale wraps. They have a really great carrot tuna. Whew. They have a lot of things, but you should definitely go try it out if you are in Atlanta at any point in time. But once I met Cecilia, I did a few interviews with her while I was in college. I was majoring in sociology, and my focus was how veganism is activism in the Black community, or how it can be. And I just began doing so much research on my own about the benefits of raw foods to heal the body, the benefits of fasting, cleansing, detoxing, and how all of these things truly contribute to like your mental, emotional, spiritual, and physical well-being. And that's why I've been on this path for the last 7 years, seeking to go deeper into my own healing. Okay, so peace, prosperity, and abundance. I'm stopping the video for a second. So if you haven't already, please subscribe, like, and comment on this video. Let me know that you're here, checking in, you're tuned in to this vibration that I'm sending out. It's all the peace, prosperity, abundance, and love. One thing I'll say is from at a young age, you know, getting my menstrual cycle, that was something that was very traumatic for me, because I was in 5th grade when mine started. Probably I was 10 years old, and it was traumatic. And I say that because it was the most excruciating pain I'd ever had in my life. I would the pain was so bad that I would get lightheaded. I'd pass out on the playground, in the cafeteria line. I'd be throwing up all throughout the day, and I just thought that it was crazy. Like, no one else that I knew was having these symptoms, and taking pain relieving medicine, it never helped. Of course, it's supposed to cover up the symptoms, but it never gets, those pharmaceutical drugs never get to the root cause of whatever the issue is. And as I got older, going through middle school and then high school and then college, I wanted to get to the root of the issue. Like, I really truly wanted to understand, why is this happening? What can I do to fix it? Because say fix it like it was broken, but I was just in so much pain, and like having to take off days off of work and days off of school because I can't get up that day because I know I'm going to be sick. You know what I mean? And once I began making my transition into veganism, within the first 2 to 3 months, all of those symptoms began to go away during my period. As far as the pain, even my period went from 7 days to being to 3 days. Like, so for me, that was also like magnificent. But I started off my vegan journey doing parasite cleanses. I actually started the first 30 days of my transition into veganism as a raw foodist because I had met Tassili, the owner of Tassili's Raw Reality in the West End, and she inspired me so much. When I say like somebody who's like my mentor, somebody who I love and who truly inspired me on my journey of becoming a raw vegan, and now I'm finally in a space mentally, emotionally, and spiritually where I'm doing this. She was the first person who I met or in life or even knew about was living a raw food, raw vegan lifestyle and was doing it successfully. And I wanted to learn, which has taken me 7 years to really figure out and hone in on how to be a vegan and do it successfully, and how to make the transition, and how to cook foods that I enjoy that are also nutritious to my body. And throughout trial and error, actually seeing what foods actually, bloat me out, make me sick, and bring back those period symptoms. So I can definitely say transitioning to a vegan is a process, and transitioning from, a cooked food vegan, a processed food vegan to a raw vegan is another process that is layers on layers. So doing the research prior to and actually being prepared is so important throughout the process, because if you aren't prepared, when I say prepared, like really knowing what you're doing, what you're putting in your body, like creating a list. So being intentional about what it is that you're going to feed yourself throughout that time. I always have a list when I go to the grocery store, or mostly here in Thailand, and even when I was living in Atlanta, I would go to the farmer's market or a fruit market here in order to get the things that I knew that I would want to eat. But what I will say, throughout the years, my first year being vegan, I did my first 30-day fruit feast. Just by doing research online, I really want to go deeper into learning more about the different ways to cleanse and heal the body and stuff like that. And I discovered Orbell Douglas, fruitarian, and he, through Facebook, you can find him. He conducts monthly 30-day fruit feasts. So encouraging people to cleanse their body naturally and really like give your digestive system a break by only eating fruit, which is like the most powerful thing that you can do for your body. Fruit is a heavy detoxer. It cleanses the body out. If you're drinking hydrating fruits, it will cleanse you out. High fiber fruits, it'll definitely get your digestive system working and clean out your colon, which are things that are essential, because most people, if you're eating like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 meals a day and you're only having one bowel movement, then those toxins are being redistributed, recirculated within your bloodstream, and you're not really cleansing out. And like when your body isn't eliminating properly, that shows in your skin, through your pores, so the way that you smell, the way that your breath smells, and you can feel it. You'll feel bloated, you'll feel sluggish and tired. So if you're having those symptoms, it's best to consider giving your body a break from the processed foods, from the cooked foods, from the processed meats and the synthetic, the foods with the synthetic chemicals in them that you get from the grocery store in the middle aisles with all these ingredients on it. Those are definitely the worst things we can put inside our body. Like, our body is our temple, and we need to really just fill it with things that are going to nourish it. And really, for me, food is medicine. Like, food is everything that we need to live an optimal, healthy, long life. So if you're eating foods that are not life-forming foods, but truly drain you of your energy, and it's probably possibly eating you, it's just best to consider a different way of life. So that's why I'm creating these videos. I'm going to continue creating them on my journey, different videos of what I eat in a day as a raw vegan, how this process is affecting me mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and emotionally, how I feel throughout the days, and how I make it through. I'm going to document all those things. I hope you all continue to be with me during this journey. Yes. Another important thing when you are transitioning to veganism or to a raw vegan or a fruitarian, it's important to have a community. And because most time when you're going and transition into this new lifestyle, the majority of the people in your circle, they are not vegan. That was something that for me, my family wasn't vegan when I decided to make this change. None of my friends were vegan. So you are having to navigate this new way of life with people who may not fully understand why you're doing it or like how you can make this work, you know what I mean? So, and not being prepared and going out with friends, you know, spending money, because most times when you're buying stuff at restaurants, you really don't know what's in your food. You don't know anything, you know? So basically, when I said being intentional about what you are preparing for yourself, and even if you're going out with friends, like bringing your own food so you do feel, one, so you can still, like, you know, enjoy the time with them, but then you also know what you're putting inside your body. So like really just making subtle changes slowly as you continue on the journey will help you along the way to be successful transitioning into a vegan lifestyle or into a raw vegan, or even embarking on your first fruit feast, or smoothie cleanse or juice detox. Like all those things take a level of awareness and knowledge and preparation. It's not something you just want to jump into, because you definitely can get, let me say, your body can detox heavily, and if you're not prepared for that mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, it could cause you to revert back to your old way of eating. And once you've cleansed out toxins and then you start putting the old toxic foods back into your body, like, you can definitely get sick with a quickness, and that's not what you want. So I'm going to keep these videos coming along. If you are interested in them, if you know other people are interested in them, make sure that you share this message, because I feel as though it's so important for our people, and that more people should, you know, want to live a more optimal, loving, happy, peace, prosperity, and abundance lifestyle. And I just want you to know that veganism does not have to be limiting. It can be as abundant as you want and desire for it to be. When I went vegan, I discovered so many fruits and vegetable combinations that I had never ate prior to me transitioning to a vegan. Growing up, I did not like vegetables like that. So, you know, it was a big change and shift in my life when I did transition, because I had to discover how to prepare these foods in a way that I would like them. But also, like, my palate changed when I went vegan. Because my body began to detox from having certain foods, the taste for these things is like, you begin to start eating foods that are more flavorful. They really taste good. You can actually taste the sweetness in these foods. Whew. I'm trying to tell y'all, it will change your life. It will change your life.